Okay, what's going on, everybody? And yeah, just got in a fantastic collector's piece from the official Darius store, as you can see right there. So I thought I would kind of unbox it and show you it, give you a bit of an explanation on what this actually is. Darius fans will really love this item because it is quite cool. But basically what you're looking at is a traditional Japanese Tenugui towel. And these items are well rooted in Japanese history. In fact, they date back, I don't know, the usage of them dates back well over 1,000 years. It's quite a durable fabric, and it dries quite quickly, so very useful for just a hand towel, bath towel. People still today wrap them around their heads, on a hot day to keep the sweat out of your brow. You could wrap a lunch pail in it, a gift, and actually people give these as gifts. There are a lot of souvenir shops in Japan that will sell basically just these, and they'll have all kinds of really neat and interesting artwork on them. Some of them have they kind of depict certain landmarks in the area that you might be purchasing one at. So very cool items. And yeah, back in the day in sushi restaurants, I can recall back in Tokyo and down in Kyushu and Fukuoka as well, you would see these in those sushi restaurants, and over here on the right hand side you'd see the kanji for sakana, or fish, which is, well, if we cut off that part of it there, this is a compound, but that's sakana, or fish. And you would just see it on the right hand side here, and then it would kind of be like a neat artistic wall hanging type of menu, which would display all the various types of fish that they would serve. So really quite cool that this Darius kind of boss towel, I mean, it's perfect, right? The aquatic theme, the fish bosses in the series, is arranged basically identically to one of those. So when I saw this, I just thought this is the coolest thing of all time. I definitely have to pick this up. And it's interesting, so the boss characters in the various Darius games, their names are in English, right? But so you have hiragana on the right hand side and then kanji on the left. So the hiragana is just basically, they used it instead of katakana just to give more of an authentic old school Japanese feel to this. But the hiragana is just kind of saying the English name, and then the kanji is actually saying the name of the specific aquatic animal that the boss is. So just unbelievably cool. And it actually starts with the first Darius game and kind of works its way all the way over to Darius Burst, Another Chronicle. So I just thought, I was really floored by just how unique this item is, and had to pick it up. So really quite useful too. For instance, over here, if we look at this one, it says in hiragana, electric fan. And if you remember electric fan from the first Darius game, I always thought it was some kind of, I don't know, fan worm or sea cucumber. I wasn't sure what it was, but if we actually read the kanji on the left, it's isogin chaku, which is actually sea anemone. So that's really cool. Just based on reading the kanji on here, was able to determine, directly from Taito themselves what that actual animal was for that boss. So very interesting. And here's the famous King Fossil. There's the kanji for king, O. And here's kind of like a compound of sakana and kaseki, fossil. I'm not sure how you would actually read that all together like that, but you get the idea for that one. So we'll just kind of work our way down. We have juaru shiazu, the kind of lobster shrimp. And I was expecting maybe ebi, the kanji, but it's something else. Up here we have fatty guratan, and that's fatty glutton, the green piranha from the first Darius game. And I would usually just write piranha in katakana, but they've made some kind of kanji for it there. We'll move right down. Still in the first game, we have King Bayonetto. And you'll remember him, and you can see the King Bayonet, or Keen Bayonet, and you'll see over here the kanji Kajiki, which is marlin or swordfish, which is exactly what that creature was, if you remember it. Let's see, what do we have down here? And hiragana ayan hanma. And then we have the kanji shumoku zame, which means hammerhead shark. So I just love this thing so much. Definitely gonna hang this one up. Still in the first Darius game, we have the towel's kind of, I can't read it, it's pushed up. What is it? Strongu sheru. So strong shell. And kanji umi, sea, and kame, turtle. So umi kame, sea turtle. Remember the sea turtle boss. Let's go down more. We have green coronatas. And that was the big green seahorse. And right here, the kanji is Tatsuno Otoshiko. I believe Tatsuno Otoshiko. Yeah. Let's see here. It's kind of hard to read some of them because they're kind of stylized, but yeah, I know a lot of these on here. So we'll go down to, remember this guy right here, Octopus. And that was just his name, his English name, and the actual Japanese word for octopus, quite a common kanji right there, is tako, means octopus. I guess, I don't know, I'll just read some of these for you. Some people might find it interesting, so. What do we have up here? Katarafish. So it's cuttlefish. And the kanji for this one is ika. And for cuttlefish, I would normally, I don't know, think it more to be ko ika. But actually, ika can refer to squid, cuttlefish. It's just the kanji, set of kanji just refers to all kind of cephalopods. So. And yeah, right here, a great one, Goreto Shingu, great thing. And we have the kanji for whale, Kujira. Keep going down, let's see if we can read some more of them. What do we have? So that was the boss of the first Darius game, so it looks like it starts at Darius 2 right here with Suchiro Spin. And this is cool. Hari Sinbon, which is a porcupine fish, the kanji for it. Love that boss, it's the purple one, by the way. They skipped Hypa Stingu, the lionfish, unfortunately, because that's one of my favorite bosses in the series. What do we have here? Kira Hija. Can't really read that one. What else? What's here? Darius Samu. Oh, that's a cool one. That's the snake one. Well, I always thought it was a snake, like a sea snake, but actually the kanji right here is Utsubo, which is moray eel, so very cool. You can learn a lot about, just by reading the various kanji I can remember on Aquatic Life, what some of these bosses were that, you know, I wasn't really quite sure just by the English names, which aren't really very descriptive. And what do we have here? Reido Kurabu. Yeah, and it's got the kanji for, if you remember him from the second game, it's just Shio Maneki, which is kind of like the one with the fiddler crab, the one with the big hand. Still in the second game, we have Yamato, and I mean the hiragana is Yamato, and the kanji, the name Yamato. Definitely, probably my favorite boss from the Darius series. If you remember the Earth stage in the second game, it's just the giant battleship, which kind of a little hermit crab, which is Yadokari, which they don't say on here. But he kind of emerges, breaks it in half, and is using the battleship Yamato as sort of like a shell. Yeah, the Yamato battleship was a famous one in the Japanese Navy in World War II. We got here Ridine. I'm not sure what the kanji for that fish is right there. Keep going down. What is this? Krusty Hanma. And, oh yeah, I think, so this is Darius Gaiden, I believe, because if you look at the kanji here, it is Shako, which is mantis shrimp. I think he was from Darius Gaiden, wasn't he? I don't know, but that says Shako. Nonetheless, let's keep going. We have Stomukaza. and that's a really cool one. The Golden Ogre from what was it? Darius Gaiden, the very first boss, is also what this is. You can see right here is Onikinme, which is, I'm trying to think of what the English name would be for that fish. It's a deep water fish with a big, it's like a sharp fang or fang tooth, I believe. But awesome boss and a really cool fish as well. So moving down, we have Hysteriku Imparesu. And the interesting kanji here is Taka Ashigani, and that's like a snow, not a snow crab, what is it? It would be a spider crab, the one with the really long legs, so very cool. Let's see, what do we have? This one, it's kind of hard to read because it's small. Odiaso Toraidento, I believe, yeah, and then let's check out the kanji for it, and it's a kind of a common fish in Japan, the sunfish, which is manbo. Definitely a really cool boss. I don't know, I just thought I would read some of these because it's really cool how they laid this out as kind of like a sushi menu, and the Darius bosses are just absolutely perfect for it. And then we kind of get into the other series. I believe this one is from, let's see, this is the kanji for woman and king, Ona and O. Together it would be like Joel. It's a queen fossuru. There's the sakana and kaseki fossil. So there's some Joel, some ancient queen fish. It's just really cool stuff. Look at all of these. There's Ion fossuru. There's that one again. We have here Madowiru. Really cool one from, so this is into like Darius Burst, Chronicle, what is it? Not Chronicle Saviors, that's the newest one, but another Chronicle when it came out in arcades. The kanji is Omugai, which is like a Nautilus, so if you remember that character from the game, it's an awesome boss. It just keeps going all the way to the end of the game. We have GTV, which is like the great thing. I believe he's Mako Kujira, sperm whale. And kind of the end of it, I thought this was really hilarious. It is Unagi Fossuru, and this is the actual kanji for eel, which means unagi, and then fossil fish there. But if you recall, Taito released a really hilarious April Fool's joke back in 2011 or 12, where they kind of proposed this idea, and some people actually thought it was real, where they were going to line up like 48 Darius Burst Another Chronicle cabinets, all side by side, so that would be like a 384:9 aspect ratio where 48 players could play, and it's kind of like the old the King fossil design, but in the shape of an eel, and he would actually stretch across 48 screens, and that was going to be called Unagi Fossuru. Totally false, just a joke, but it tricked a lot of people, and it was pretty hilarious. But for, you know, hardcore fans of the series, such as myself, when I saw this kanji, I just got such a kick out of that. Such a little, a great little nod to those who follow closely what's going on with the series. But that makes this thing, it's already cool enough, but that just makes it just perfect. So yeah, just kind of wanted to show you that real quickly. Oh yeah, and it comes with a little mug as well, just kind of also, you know, displaying all of the kind of stuff on here. I should say also here. Hiragana for Darius. Right there, where normally on Tenugui in a sushi restaurant you'd have the sakana kanji. So that's just unbelievably cool, is it not? And I love the cup. If you actually look inside of it, you can see it's Shirubahaku. So the famous Darius spacecraft, the Silver Hawk, is kind of commemorated on the inside of the actual mug. But yeah, this really, seriously, one of the most fantastic, just neatest collector's items I've ever run across, and definitely going to display this Tenugui on the wall in my games room, so I had to show all of you. And sorry if you didn't find the Japanese reading to be too interesting. It was really interesting for me because, you know, I lived in Japan back in the day, and I'm into marine biology too, so I kind of, you know a lot of this stuff, and I really like to eat fish as well. So this is really interesting to look at and remember. Oh yeah, I remember these kanji. This is what they mean. And actually, like, for some of these bosses, the vague kind of English names, like, that don't really describe what the animal is. Seeing the actual kanji from Taito themselves to describe the actual aquatic species, just absolutely fantastic and very informative. But yep, there you have it. Official Darius store, boss Tenugui kind of sushi menu, so and a mug. But absolutely, wow, stellar stuff. So excited to own this, and had to show it to all of you. So thanks for watching, and talk to you soon.